Alright, sneaker fam, back with another video. I'm going to talk a little bit louder because we're going to talk today about how do you get that perfect curve to your hat, to your fitted hat, whatever hat, snapbacks. You don't want to rock your hat straight like this. This is uncomfortable, it's not fun. But how do we get the perfect curve to our brim? And the best way that I have found to do this, and it's not expensive, you don't need a lot of equipment, you really only need 4 things. Well, first and foremost, you need a hat. So we have hats. I have 4 here that we're going to bend up. I think I'm going to start with this one. I'm super excited about rocking this one. So we're going to start with this Toledo Mud Hens hat. Start with a hat. Probably the most expensive, but yet most important thing is you need a steamer. You can find these on Amazon or your local Target or Walmart, anywhere, super duper cheap. But this is the most critical part. I guess they're all important, except for the rubber bands. But what you need, what I found is the perfect one. What did I see that this one is? This one is a 32-ounce water bottle. This is a stainless steel Owala water bottle. Any brand can do, but it has to be a 32-ounce. And then rubber bands. The ones that I found that work the best are the size 64 from Office Max. Again, you can probably pick these up at any Target, Walmart, office supply store, anywhere. Alright, so we're going to bend this hat up. You don't need to. If you want to get some of these hat curve brim things, you can. I really wanted to. I really wanted to invest in one of those. I found a couple videos, but to me, this is the best way. So first and foremost, we have to get all of the stickers off of the hat. You do have to move a little bit quick because this steamer uses up this water pretty quickly. So what I like to do is we're removing all of the stickers off of the hat. I open it up and then we're just gonna put this. The goal isn't to get it wet. The goal is to get it hot. Alright, you're just trying to get that cardboard inside of the hat lid, and you have to move this around, hold it different ways so you don't burn your hand up. But we're going to just look at it. There it's going. It's getting to be super pliable. We're not looking to get it wet. It's not the moisture, it's the heat from the steam. Then what we're going to do is, what I like to do is I hold it and then I try and line up the end of the hat with the bottom of the water bottle. So there's like a line right here, and I try and line up the 2 corners of the hats right along that line so they're perfectly even, and then I smush this hat all the way down onto the water bottle like this. And I'm going to hold this for a few seconds, maybe a minute to 2 minutes if you want. And we're going to hold this, make sure that that cardboard resets. We're kind of like resetting the memory on the hat. And even if we don't now anymore, this looks super straight. If you can see that, it looks super straight, looks like super perfect. And then what I like to do is I like to set a couple rubber bands, and you have to be careful because these are going to be a little dusty sometimes because they put like a powder. So this helps set that curve of your hat. Because again, that cardboard is going to want to come back to flat most of the time. So usually I do is I throw 3 rubber bands on, and I'll leave these on here, kind of space them out, but I strategically place them so they're constantly in areas on the hats that help hold, especially like where these kind of winged areas of the hat are. You want to make sure that those stay down, because that's the most important. It's going to look really weird if your hat is super curved and then kind of like tilts out near the side of your head. See how easy that was? Quick and easy. Bang, bang, boom. We can just knock some of these out. This purple Detroit Tigers hat. Been waiting to do this one. I honestly been saving these hats to do just this video. So, nope, both of those stickers came off right at the same time. So again, we don't have to get super close because we're not, like I said, we're not using the moisture, we're using the heat. Just softening up that cardboard. And this will get your hats that perfect curve every single time. I've broken brims of hats and it completely ruins that hat. You can't ever wear that again. That got a little hot on my hands. So we are nice and soft again. So now we're gonna again line up this hat with that line on the water bottle. So I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that's exactly what it looks like, just like that. Probably should have used the GoPro and strapped it to my head. That probably would have worked out a lot better. But again, I just make sure that we pull this nice and tight. Again, you don't have to be in a super duper rush to get it done. You just want to make sure everything is lined up just right. I feel like I might have to re-steam this one a little bit in the corners because it doesn't seem like these corners want to stay bent. And we ran out of water. Maybe we can get a little more heat in this corner. So we'll turn that off. Make sure that this is lined back up. And hold it down. Nice and tight. Like I said, sometimes you have to hold these down a little bit. Sometimes I might have to re-steam this one. I do have another bottle of water, and I'm just going to knock out these other two hats while I'm down here. But again, this is the most expensive item on this list of must-haves to bend your hat. And even then, see, look at that. Perfect curve still. And this hat, man, this hat fits really nice. I like the fit of this hat. Yeah, definitely. Can't wait to rock this one again. We're just gonna throw 3 rubber bands. Gonna try and clean them off a little bit because they did leave a little bit of like dust on that other hat. And then we just space them out. This is how I do it. If you guys have other comments or if you guys have other ways that you like to bend your hat, feel free to leave a comment down below. Do you stuff them in a cup? I've seen that. Do you use hairspray? I've seen where people use hairspray to set the fibers in the cloth of the hats. You know, I know that there's YouTubers that have started their own companies, Perfect Brim being one of them. You can search all over the internet on some of these hat curving contraptions, hat curving devices. Now I leave this, like, I'll forget about this hat and I'll just leave this thing like this for I don't know, days, sometimes even weeks. But I did that with this one. I left this one like this for a while. You just kind of set them and forget them, and it really just leaves this perfect. I could wear this hat all day and not have to worry about it rebending. That's the beauty of using the steam and softening up this cardboard. And then when you bend it and then you put the rubber bands on it and you let it set for a day or two, completely perfect brim 24/7. A lot of those hats in my collection video down below. Here, let me lean over and I'll grab a couple. They're still on the floor. But as you can tell, these are 3 different hats. Right, I got the 4 hats here, but these are 3 different hats. And for the most part, they're just perfectly bent. If I wanted to maybe add a little more curve back to it, maybe I would add the rubber bands for a day before I plan on wearing it. But again, this hat just fits absolutely perfect. Feels great. All 4 of these hats fit absolutely perfect. Like I said in my video, this is my favorite hat. This is the tightest of the group. I don't know why this one is so tight. It's a 7.5, just like all the other ones. But this hat is so tight. I don't really know why it is. Because I have other dark 7.5s, and they fit perfect. And maybe that's why this hat didn't sell so great. But I rock this one with my Kobe's. I have those Kobe 11 Elites. And I rock this hat with these. Alright guys, that is my tutorial on how to perfectly curve your hats. Like I said, super simple. I don't know what a perfect brim goes for. I don't know what some of these other hat curvature devices go for. I think some of them are in the $20 to $50 range, somewhere in like that. Don't bother with that. Get yourself a steamer. Because even with the steamer, this has multiple functions. Obviously, you can steam your hat and make a perfect brim, or you get wrinkles on your shirts, wrinkles in your pants. You can use this to steam that stuff out and de-wrinkle your clothes if you don't want to throw them in the dryer. This thing is super portable. You can take it with you when you go on vacation, so you can make sure that you have that perfect fit for when you get ready to step out and you go out to dinner with wifey or your significant other, whoever. This is multiple functions, so this is not a waste of money as far as it's just one single use, like a hat curving device, whatever you want to call them. Multiple functions here, but I'm going to load this back up and I'm going to finish off these other two hats, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. And remember, like I always say, your sneakers were made to be worn, so are your hats. So wear them. Senior out.